we're back. My next guest tonight is one of MTV's most popular VJs, and his show MTV Jams can be seen every weekday. Please welcome Bill Bellamy. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
What's up, New York? By the way, that's beautiful.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
How you doing?
Life is good, man. Just been pretty busy with MTV, doing that every day. Last week I interviewed Janet Jackson right at Times Square at the new studio.
I understand that you have actually a kind of a special relationship with her. A lot of people can't get an interview with her, and you actually have sort of formed a bond. Is that right?
Yeah, it happened about a couple of years ago on actually the last album. She gave me an exclusive interview. We kind of got to become better friends, and now with this new album, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Because this whole album thing is hot.
You said, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's on this whole new piercing, kind of like tie me up and spank me thing. I said, all right.
Is it related to her album or otherwise? What is it?
I don't know. I asked her about her piercings, you know, because that's the new thing now. Everybody's getting piercings. You know, she had one in her nose or whatever, but I think she had some ones in other places, and I wanted to know.
And what did she say?
You can't see it right now. I said, well, excuse me?
Wait, she doesn't want to... That's so strange. Like,
but she was on the cover of Vibe. She had one going through here somewhere, like around there.
Around there somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me think where it might be. Got it, yeah. But I love how she's, like, shy about her piercings. Her brother Michael is, you know, having an acid bath every day and sleeping in a I'm serious. It's like, you know, stirring his soup with the bones of the Elephant Man, and she's like, I can't talk about my piercings. In that family, that is like nothing. There's absolutely nothing in that family.
Yeah, she's probably like the calmest one in the family.
I would think she could talk about anything and no one would freak out. You tell me about this movie you did, because we didn't really talk about it on the show, but you had a movie, How to Be a Player.
Yeah, it came out this summer, actually.
Yeah, and I was interested in, you're a ladies' man.
Yeah, basically, I'm a bachelor, living life to the fullest in this movie. Kind of had the ultimate pad, you know, a lot of ladies. It was like a guy's dream come true, basically. And it's one day in my life. How do I get out of all these different situations with these girls? And this was the first movie that I've ever done where I had, like, multiple love scenes. And it was pretty difficult, you know, it was hard on me.
Well, what you had, you'll recover, I think. There's one scene, I guess, where you are with 7 different women in one day. And
it was really weird, because it's a funny story. I don't know if you ever did a love scene, like...
I never had a multiple love scene.
No, yeah. Well,
I talked to women who said that, but I know.
The funny thing was the director said, he was like, Bill, you know, today's going to be a long day. I was like, oh, God, great, whatever, 12 hours. I'm imagining that it's going to be, you know, simple. But no, it's like all these girls are like in their trailers. I'm like, what am I going to do? So each love scene was like intense, you know, it was sort of like a dream sequence, so we had to film them all passionate and So by the end of the day, I was really drained. But I never thought it would be so draining because, you know, you have to give it all, each scene, you know, you want to look like...
Hey, you're telling me? Why did you laugh so hard at that?
It was funny.
The hardest I've ever seen you laugh. Because maybe I once was a tiger.
No, you're probably a tiger. Cool.
Yeah, probably. Tell me about the, you know, I always grill you about the MTV Beach House.
Right.
Because that to me seems like, I think we have a pretty good job here, but the MTV Beach House
is
where
awesome.
They tell you, we're going to pay you, you'll get a check for hanging out at a multicolored beach house rent-free with a lot of women in bikinis and occasionally, you know, dancing with them a little bit before you throw it in the video.
That's extra money to dance.
Actually dance them a little bit. So what do you must be sad the beach house is gone and it doesn't...
Not till next summer, but every like quarter, I guess, every season we change to something different. Like, you know, of course it's going to get cold soon. So we're going to do the MTV Winter Lodge where we go to Colorado and basically do the same thing on the snow. So we snowboard, we ski.
How do you pronounce that?
Snap.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun, and I learned how to...
That's not as good, though. I mean,
yes,
come on.
it is.
Yeah,
People...
look, that cute woman in the big parka. It's either a bag lady or a beautiful woman. I don't know.
Well, you can't really tell the shapes of women with all the clothing, but what they do is usually people, you know, they do it anyway. They go to the bikinis and stuff, for like it's warm.
In the snow, really?
Yeah. It's a little chilly.
Yeah. And last thing I'll ask you about the touring. I understand, speaking of Chile, they sent you to Alaska to do some stand-up.
Oh, my God.
Is that some kind of punishment?
It's sort of like a witness protection program or something. I don't know. But I'm doing this comedy tour now, and I went. My first date was Anchorage, Alaska, and I get up there, and it's like so different from New York. We think we know cold. We like, oh, it gets cold in the winter. It's like minus 30. People are just like. Is that man waving at me, or is he a statue? What's the deal? And the funny thing, too, is that they have, like, 24 hours of daylight. You know, they go through these seasons, 24 hours of daylight. I'm like, what? Imagine having kids. It's nighttime. No, it's not. And then it's like, crime is low because it's daylight all the time. You can't rob nobody in the daytime. So you got to wait 6 months to do anything bad.
Right, right. This sounds terrible.
Yeah, this is horrible. Then the next 6 months is dark 24 hours. So you know, you meet a girl, you don't know what she looked like till June. You know what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. Finally, we connect. I got to mention this, MTV Jams, Monday through Friday. This weekend, Cincinnati, Indianapolis,
yes,
right?
I'm on tour.
Next weekend, Stony Brook, Long Island, and you're in SUNY Buffalo, is that right?
Yes.
Very cool. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you with us. Bill Bellamy, Robert Bradley's Blackwater Surprise coming up. We'll be right back. Guess what? You got to watch tomorrow night's show. It's going to be a great one. Penn and Teller are going to be with us. That's right. From the new movie Most Wanted, Jill Hennessy will be here, and musical guest Power Man 5000 will perform. So check that out. We'll be right back with Robert Bradley's Blackwater Surprise. We'll see you in a second. Stick around. That's our show tonight. I do want to thank all my guests. Bill Bellamy, thank you very much for coming. Our big thanks to Mr. David Duchovny for showing up. Thank you, sir. Very nice to have you. Of course, Robert Bradley's Blackwater Surprise performed. Our thanks to them. We got Mr. Andy Richter. We got Max Weinberg and the Max Weinberg 7. Take care for later, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.